Walking through the automatic doors of a modern supermarket means stepping into a carefully engineered psychological trap. The layout purposefully hits you with a fresh-first strategy. Placing vibrant organics at the entrance establishes a subconscious halo of quality for the whole store. Further inside, the sensory cues of a warm bakery and fresh-prepared foods go to work. The smells and sights actively suppress the prefrontal cortex, the part of the brain responsible for rational budgeting and price sensitivity. This chart shows the stark reality. 82% of American households have been forced to change how they shop. People are hunting for discounts and dropping name brands just to keep their families fed. But the shopper is fighting a losing battle. The grocery store has transformed into a sophisticated data gathering and profit optimization hub. The physical design of the entrance is the first step in disarming you, ensuring the invisible economic architecture can extract your wealth without resistance. Once you move past the fresh perimeter and into the center aisles, the manipulation shifts. It relies entirely on how you perceive volume. Manufacturers deploy shrinkflation. By reducing the physical amount of product in a package while holding the sticker price steady, they impose a hidden tax on every unit you buy. This chart explains why they do it. A 1% increase in price reduces sales by 1.2%, but a 1% reduction in package size reduces sales by only 0.6%. Shoppers are statistically half as sensitive to shrinking boxes as they are to rising prices. In the year following a size reduction, the effective price per volume jumps by an average of 12%. This creates a compounding volume tax. Combating this requires mental math on every single item. Shoppers must constantly monitor unit pricing and adjust their home recipes just to maintain their baseline standard of living. Because package sizes rarely return to their original volume, shrinkflation ensures a permanent reset of value. You are paying more for less utility, forever. The shelves themselves are also changing. The static paper price tag is quietly being eradicated. In its place are electronic shelf labels. These small screens connect to central servers, allowing stores to implement algorithmic pricing. This graph illustrates the scale of dynamic pricing. Major retailers now execute tens of thousands of price adjustments every year based on real-time data. Inventory and competitor movements create a tangible financial risk. A price can spike in the time it takes to walk from the aisle to the register, forcing you to pay more for the exact same item. The backlash has reached state legislatures. New bills in Maryland and Pennsylvania seek to require grocery prices to remain fixed for at least one full business day to protect consumers. Algorithmic pricing effectively ends the era of the predictable grocery budget. It turns a trip for milk and bread into a gamble against a system that adjusts prices faster than any human can track. At the checkout counter, many shoppers now rely on smartphone apps to claw back savings. These apps feed into retail media networks. To access a digital coupon, you must provide your purchasing history and personal data. This creates a privacy tax where savings are only available in exchange for surveillance. This digital wall has a specific cost for the vulnerable. Low-income seniors and those in rural areas often lack the smartphone access or tech literacy to navigate these apps. Because they cannot access the digital discounts, they pay the highest baseline prices, effectively subsidizing the loyalty rewards of tech-savvy shoppers. In response, consumers are abandoning national brands entirely, pivoting instead to private label store brands. This chart shows the impact of that pivot. Private label units now command nearly a quarter of the total market. Even high-income earners and Gen Z shoppers are increasingly selecting their primary grocery store based on the quality of its generic offerings. Financial survival in this environment requires a total shift in perspective. To protect your wealth, you must recognize the systematic extraction occurring on every shelf and demand structural transparency from the retailers that supply your food.